In the quiet plains of Njara, the nights were as bright as day when the moon was full. The animals loved it, for they could wander and play without fear. But there was one who never looked up, Hare. Long ago, the elders had told him a tale. No creature can outrun the moon. It follows you no matter where you go. Hare, quick-footed and full of pride, didn't believe it. The moon is slow, he boasted one evening to Tortoise. I could leave it far behind before the night is over. Tortoise chuckled. Be careful, Hare. Racing the moon isn't like racing me. That night, the moon rose in all its silver glory, casting long shadows across the grass. Hare stamped his feet and called out, Moon, I challenge you to a race. First to the hills on the far side of the plain winds. The moon, silent as always, simply shone. Hare took that as agreement. At the count of 3, though only Hare was counting, he bolted across the plain, legs pumping like pistons. The wind whistled past his ears and the tall grass bent under his speed. He dared a glance upward. The moon was still above him, gliding effortlessly through the sky. Just as I thought. Slow. Hare pushed harder, racing over streams and weaving between acacia trees. But no matter how far he ran, the moon remained there, sometimes ahead, sometimes behind, always keeping pace. Confused, Hare ran faster, his heart thundering. He reached the first set of hills, then the second. But when he paused to catch his breath, there it was again, shining down as if it had been waiting. Impossible, Hare gasped. You must have cheated. The moon, of course, said nothing. But in the stillness, Hare heard Tortoise's voice in his memory. Racing the moon isn't like racing me. Still unwilling to give up, Hare charged toward the edge of the plain where the ground dropped into the dark valley. He leapt down, thinking the steep slope would finally hide him. But when he looked up from the valley floor, the moon hung even larger, bathing the world in silver light. Exhausted, Hare lay in the grass, panting. You win, he whispered at last. You're not just fast, you're everywhere. As he rested, the moonlight felt warm on his fur. It wasn't mocking him, it was simply there, constant and unyielding. For the first time, Hare didn't feel the urge to run. He simply watched as the moon drifted toward the horizon. By dawn, Hare understood. Some races aren't meant to be won, they're meant to be witnessed. And some companions, like the moon, don't chase you to beat you. They follow so you'll never be alone in the dark. From that night on, Hare no longer kept his eyes to the ground. Whenever the moon rose, he lifted his head high, not to challenge it, but to greet an old friend.